Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Phill Boogie, and welcome to another episode of Isolation Be Like. I am coming to you live and direct from my bed. It is pitch black in my bedroom. It is mostly quiet in the house. It is absolutely amazing. So, I just wanted to share with you that your boy almost broke this week. It's been a lot of things happen in the last, 17, 18 months that I thought was going to take me down, but I was this close to losing it yesterday, like hair thin. And it wasn't what you would think. It wasn't even COVID related or work related for real. I went to motor vehicles inside. I had to do it twice. So let me tell you. So 2 weeks ago, I go to motor vehicles to renew my license. I didn't bring nothing. I brought my old license and my ID, and some, other forms of ID that have my address. Let's just get it popping. I've been here forever. I have been driving forever. Just give me my new license. But apparently I need my real ID. So when I get up to the front of the line, now I had an appointment. And to my surprise, most people had on masks. I cannot understand walking into motor vehicles without a mask, but there were a handful of people who all looked the same, not wearing masks. So I finally get up to the appointment check-in, and I wait an hour to get through the line while having an appointment, to get through the line to check in for my appointment. And I'm mad. Now I'm wearing two masks. First of all, I'm wearing the little KN95 on top of another mask. So I'm wearing two masks, and I'm hot because the air is never on in there. And I go in, I finally get up to the front, and the man asked me for my birth certificate, my passport, all this stuff. I don't have that. I didn't know I had to bring it. It wasn't in my email that I had to bring it. And then he said, well, okay. It was a brother, maybe about 30, 32. Then he was like, don't worry about it. Just go get me some mail or something and I can make it work. So we went from a passport to some mail from Bed Bath & Beyond that I might have in my glove compartment. So I go out to my car, and for once in my life, my car is not dirty. Not totally. I don't have much mail, but I have a couple of things with my address. I go back inside, maybe 4 to 5 minutes later, he doesn't recognize me. I walk up. Now he got attitude because I cut the line. He told me to cut the line and come back with my address. So now he has to show that he's in control. So he's going to tell me, you can't just walk to the front of the line, sir. Yes, I can. You said get the damn mail and come back and stand right here. He said, when did I say that? 5 minutes ago. What are you talking about? But I know that I can't get too jazzy, so I'm holding it because he has all the power. And I need my license. At this point, I haven't, I've missed my deadline. So I can't be out here riding dirty. So he goes ahead and types up and looks at my account. And he sees that I have an extension on my account where my license was valid until about a week. I'm going to move to the bathroom where maybe I get an extra 2 minutes to tell this story. Hold on. This is the realest podcast. So I'm going to lock the door too because they just busted. So he typed. Then he says, sir, your license has been expired for a year. I say, no, it hasn't. I had an extension because of COVID. It wasn't open. They let people come in. He was like, who told you that? Who told you that? I want to say this email that I have from Motor Vehicles who told me that. But I know there's no point in fighting. So he says, sir, you're going to have to take the driver's test and the written test. Just so you know. Just so you know. He kept saying that, just so you know. Did you know that, sir? Just so you know. I don't know nothing. I don't work here. I don't work here. And I'm just like, fine. So I get the damn ticket. And I'm mad because I'm going to have to breathe this motherfucking air through these 2 masks for another hour or 2. So I go sit down. No, I didn't. That's a lie. I did not sit down. I stood up the entire time and paced and found the emptiest spots in motor vehicles as to not be around anybody. I know I look crazy. Security was probably looking at me. I was the only person not sitting, but I didn't want to sit nowhere. I didn't want to touch nothing. So I just paced, looking crazy. People in there arguing. Everybody went up to the check-in. Nobody had no birth certificate. Now they fighting. They got to come back. They only get 1 day off a year. They can't come back to the motor vehicles more than one. It was a whole scene. At some point, one of the people without masks, who looks exactly like what you think they look like, got real jazzy with the dude that I was talking to the point where he was kind of yelling and then on the phone with people, making them yell at the person at the check-in appointment. And I thought, let me move over to the other side, because he started to leave and he was stomping out the door cussing. I said, listen, I don't know what he get ready to do, but it don't got nothing to do with me, and I'm going to move on to this other side now. What made me laugh was that if I thought he was about to come in blasting, I don't know why I didn't leave. But part of me was thinking, I've already waited an hour and a half, so we're going to go and let him do what he's going to do, but I'm not getting out this line. But that's what delirium and being tired and over it will have you thinking all kind of wrong. So I go over to the corner and I wait for my turn. I get up. The nice lady was nice. She worked with me. She found what I needed. She got me into the system, but I still had to take the driver's test. And this is where I almost broke. So I go take the driver's test. It's me. My husband has to take me because I need a licensed driver to escort me. So my husband brings me in my truck, which is normally my studio for the podcast. My 2 kids are in the back. The driver's road test person comes up and asks who the person taking the test is. It's me. I'm in the passenger seat. So then my husband and my kids hop out. And I had met this woman before, and she was really pleasant. So I knew she would be nice. And then she had a really nice opening conversation with me. She was very friendly. And she did not get in the car, which was nice because I did not want anybody in my car. They just make you open up all the windows, and then they yell out instructions through their mask to you for you to do on the road test course. So I drive to the road test course. And she's like, turn your blinkers on, left, right, put on your brakes, all that shit, right? Basic. And I'm mad. I've been driving for 31, 32 years. I cannot believe I'm taking a fucking road test at my age right now, right? Not even at my age, after driving for so long. Forget the age, because some people don't drive till whenever they drive, but after driving this long. So she makes me drive someplace and then pull in and then to the cones and then reverse straight back out. Okay, I do it. And I immediately think it was probably a bad idea to use the truck because I can't see these fucking cones. I can't see them at all. So I'm driving into the cones and I don't know where the cones are. They could be under the car. I have no idea. I know how to drive, but the whole Brady Bunch episode, the cones is in my head, and I'm just like, I'm going to knock all these motherfucking cones over, and I'm not going to get my license, and this is going to be a disaster. How are we going to live if I can't get my license, right? So I get in, I do the reverse, and then she makes me reverse again, and cut my blinkers on, all this shit that I already know how to do. So then there's this like box, not a box, but like this blank square area. And she points to it and just moves her arms and tells me to do all these things. But what she says is, I want you to go in there, and then I want you to get out, but don't go in reverse. So all I can think is, this area is blocked on 3 sides. Now she wants me to go in, but then get out without reversing. And none of it made sense. I asked her like 5 times, excuse me, you want me to go in here, and then come back out, but don't reverse? She said, exactly. Just kind of do all of this. And I couldn't make sense of what she was saying. Then she said, did you understand? I said, yes. I didn't understand. I did not understand. So I go into the little area with my truck. And I said, okay. She said, don't reverse. So I begin to just make a circle. Because if you make a circle, then you can just get back out. Now, I don't understand why I got to make a circle, because I don't remember my road test from when I was 16. But I am pretty certain that doing donuts was not part of the test. So now I'm in this motherfucking box trying to do a donut. I'm fast and furious trying to whip it so I can get it so I can get the fuck up out this box without reversing. This woman had been really mild-mannered and quiet. She runs over to me and yells through my passenger window, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" So I pause. I'm like, I don't know. I can't reverse. I don't know how to get out of here without reversing. And she's shaking her head. I said, do this. And she's moving her arms and shit. I don't know what she's doing. So I just start moving back and forth. You said don't reverse, but I have to reverse now. So now I'm diagonal in this motherfucking box. And I know I'm not getting my license at this point. My grown ass is not getting a license. I've been driving since I was 6. I'm not getting a license. And she's like losing her shit. She runs around to the driver's side looking crazy, looking at me like she's so disappointed and mad. What are you doing? Her hands are swinging in the air. And I can see my husband and my kids looking at me, and then my husband walks away with the kids. He didn't want to watch me fail this this driving test. So now I'm diagonal. I done made an X in its box in a circle. I'm playing tic-tac-toe in this motherfucking box. And she said, like a K-turn. Well, you just say K-turn. Just say that. Anyway, I get out the box finally, but now I'm mad because I know I'm not getting my license. And I don't have shit to do, but I don't want to be out in these streets with no license, with a car note. And I'm mad, and she mad at me, and she looking at me shaking her head like this grown ass don't know how to get out of here. And I'm crooked and sideways and made an X, and I'm playing tic-tac-toe in this motherfucking box. And she's like, all right, just drive around the course and pretend that this is a real road and follow all the directions. So I get to the end of the course, and I'm pretty much thinking I failed back in the box, so it don't even matter. I think she's ready to tell me to go get my licensed driver. And then she says, listen, I know you can drive. I'm going to go ahead and work with you, because I know this was just a technicality. And she was laughing, because she ain't never seen nothing like it. I was making circles and X's. And I explained to her what had happened, why I ended up here. And she just shook her head, and then she pointed to the long line of cars waiting to be tested and said, all those are grown people. Everybody here is in the same predicament you were in with the COVID extension. And they all going to do something like you just did. She laughed and went about her way. But I almost lost it, y'all. I done been through a lot this year. But I think failing that driving test would have pushed me over. I mean, I thought I failed it, which is why I couldn't get out the box. I couldn't think straight. Couldn't. But I passed. I got my license. Hopefully she get to keep her job. I can drive. But I was just like, ooh. It was like that one thing. Like we done made it through all this other stuff. But if if she had sent me out that door empty-handed, I think we would have had some troubles. We would have had some troubles. It's already too much. It's too much. But it worked out. I got to play tic-tac-toe and pretend I was in Fast and the Furious. And I still got my license, so all is well. I'm working on my show. My solo show is next in a couple of weeks, October 9th, 8th, 9th, and 10th at Baltimore Theatre Project. Really exciting. I'm doing like an hour of stories. Never done it before. Been wanting to do it. I've talked about it before on the show, and it's finally happening. Doing it in the theater, 1/3 capacity, all masked, all vaxxed. There's plenty of room. Everybody be vaccinated and not on top of each other, and certainly not on top of me, which is the bonus. And I think it's going to be a good time. I'm really excited. So hopefully, maybe some of you will come see the show. I'll put the link in the show notes if you're in the area and want to come in. I might look at the show notes. I might even have a special link for supporters to support the project, and maybe one of the perks can be no, I'm just going to do it. One of the perks will be you'll get to watch it virtually. So look at the show notes and you'll see that information. I'm going to make it happen. Would love for you to either come join me or watch the show from wherever you are in the country. And just be part of it, because this podcast has been a huge part of me being able to do this. So it'd be nice to have my podcast friends and family be able to join me from where they are. So good chatting with you. Hope to see you soon in person at the show, or maybe feel your vibe watching the virtual link. Be nice. And I'll talk again soon. I'm a licensed driver now. Maybe I'll be able to drive to your town and put on the show too soon. Oh my God, I can't believe I had to take the driving test. Anyway, I hope all is well. Stay safe, stay sane, wash your hands, take care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you next time. Peace.